Imagine the farthest realm we can conceive, Mars. The Red Planet, once merely a realm of fictional worlds in science fiction films and fantasy novels, has now become one of humanity's greatest aspirations. The dream of setting foot on Mars has transformed into an adventure where technology pushes its limits. Scientists work tirelessly day and night, and billions of people follow in awe. But could the secret to making this distant and cold planet habitable come unexpectedly from a small, yet powerful plant? If you're curious about space adventures and scientific discoveries, this story is just for you. Let's embark together on the journey of greening Mars and sustaining life there in one of humanity's greatest adventures. Set your imagination free and recall the struggle of astronaut Mark Watney from Ridley Scott's cult film, The Martian, who managed to survive on Mars by growing potatoes against all odds. His creative methods may have been the inspiration that transcended from the realm of science fiction into real scientific innovation. But this time, the hero of our story is not an astronaut, but a tiny algae that can survive the glaciers of Antarctica and the scorching heat of the Mojave Desert. Syntrichia Caninervis. Could this plant hold the key to making life on Mars possible? Scientists' remarkable discovery could be the start of one of humanity's biggest steps forward. Research into life on distant planets like Mars holds significant importance for many scientific and humanitarian reasons. Firstly, such research can help us understand the prevalence and diversity of life in the universe. Finding life on extraterrestrial planets can provide insights into how the universe formed and how life evolved. Additionally, exploring the resources and potential habitats of other planets is crucial for our long-term goals of space colonization and sustainability. Planets like Mars hold potential for settlement and resource provision, thereby increasing humanity's chances of survival in the event of a catastrophic event on Earth. Pushing the boundaries of science and technology is crucial to understanding whether sustaining life in challenging environments like Mars is possible. Recent research suggests that making life feasible on Mars might be achievable with an unexpected candidate, the moss species Syntrichia Caninervis. This small moss species appears to be resilient to Mars-like conditions and could potentially survive in the harsh environment of this planet. This discovery offers promising hope for sustaining life in space and may demonstrate the potential for creating sustainable living conditions on Mars in the future. Are you ready? In this captivating journey where science fiction intersects with scientific research, let's explore the latest studies on making Mars habitable and the great hopes pinned on this tiny moss. Let's delve into the depths of Mars to understand how space explorations can expand humanity's universal boundaries. Recently, Chinese scientists announced the discovery of a plant species on Mars that could potentially create a habitable environment for humans. This plant, Syntrichia Caninervis, can survive in extreme conditions similar to those found in Antarctica and the Mojave Desert. But can this small moss truly make life possible on Mars? This question has sparked great curiosity in the scientific community. The resilience of mosses to extreme conditions makes them ideal candidates for sustaining life in challenging environments like Mars. Researchers have tested the moss's ability to survive by recreating similar Martian conditions in laboratory settings. Syntrichia Caninervis has proven capable of surviving drought, high radiation, and extreme cold conditions. Moreover, this plant can rapidly recover after enduring extreme conditions, further enhancing its potential for sustaining life on Mars. Experiments conducted in the lab have provided promising findings regarding the moss's ability to create long-term habitats on Mars. Algae expert Professor Dr. Stuart McDaniel from the University of Florida emphasizes the significance of this discovery. According to McDaniel, cultivating plants in space is a crucial component of long-term space missions. Plants play a vital role in providing air and food necessary for human survival by converting carbon dioxide and water into oxygen and carbohydrates. This process is crucial for extended space journeys. The ecological benefits provided by plants could be a significant advantage for sustaining life on Mars. Dr. Agata Zupanska from the SETI Institute shares a similar view. Zupanska suggests that the algae could enrich and transform the rocky material found on the surface of Mars, enabling the growth of other plants. However, Zupanska notes that the algae may not be delicious or contribute significantly to salads. Nevertheless, the ecological benefits provided by this plant could pave the way for agriculture on Mars. Algae can prepare the ground for farming on Mars and allow other plant species to thrive. According to an article in the science journal The Innovation, Syntrichia Caninervis can survive in almost completely waterless environments. Algae that endured 80 degrees for 5 years and 196 degrees for 30 days, exposed to gamma rays, quickly recovered under normal growth conditions. In some cases, gamma rays even triggered algae reproduction. This resilience raises hopes that life can be sustained in challenging environments like Mars. These characteristics of algae indicate that establishing long-term colonies on Mars may be feasible. They want to test the possibility of transporting this promising algae to Mars or space to explore the potential for plant colonization and growth in space. However, how this plant will perform under Martian conditions remains uncertain. More research is needed, but these initial steps have already generated significant excitement in the scientific community. Understanding the potential of such plants is crucial for sustaining life on Mars. Dr. Wieger Wamlink from Wageningen University expresses some concerns about the research. Wamlink emphasizes that growing plants outdoors on Mars is impossible and criticizes the researchers for not using Martian-like soil. He points out that growing algae back on Earth after a few days under Martian conditions does not definitively prove their ability to thrive on Mars. These criticisms serve as a reminder of the daunting challenges of farming on Mars. Successful agriculture on Mars requires not only resilient plants, but also suitable soil and climate conditions. While research is still in its early stages, the potential for this algae to survive on Mars has sparked considerable excitement in the scientific community. Future plans involve sending these algae to Mars to test the possibilities of plant colonization and growth in space. The algae will undergo various tests to determine whether they can withstand radiation and extreme temperature changes on the surface of Mars. Perhaps one day, thanks to this tiny algae, we will see plants flourishing on Mars. Scientists continue their work, and who knows, perhaps one day living on Mars will no longer be just a dream, but a reality. Plants thriving on the red soils of Mars could symbolize a new beginning for humanity. The ability of such plants to adapt may be crucial for sustaining life on Mars. The presence and accessibility of water resources on the surface of Mars are fundamental prerequisites for plant survival. Research to date has indicated the existence of underground ice and some glacier regions on Mars where water is present. These water resources could be crucial for the growth and metabolism of plants. Water vapor is also found in the Martian atmosphere, but the evaporation process operates quite differently due to the low atmospheric pressure. For plants, evaporation and the water cycle are important for growth and metabolism. The soil conditions on Mars must provide a suitable structure where plant roots can anchor and obtain necessary nutrients. The mineral content and chemical composition of Martian soil determine its suitability for plant root systems. For instance, essential nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium in the soil are necessary for healthy plant growth. Chemical analyses are crucial for understanding how Martian soil can be optimized for plant cultivation. The presence or absence of these elements affects the growth, efficiency, and overall health of plants. Space research is examining how these elements can be found in Martian soil and made accessible for plants. These details highlight various technical challenges and research areas essential for sustainable plant growth on Mars. Future Mars explorations and space missions will deepen our understanding of these technical details and develop solutions accordingly. The composition, pressure, and radiation levels of Mars' atmosphere must be suitable for plants. Particularly, high levels of UV radiation can damage plant DNA and affect their photosynthetic abilities. Mars' atmosphere is low pressure and predominantly consists of carbon dioxide. These conditions can impact plants' ability to photosynthesize. Research is underway to understand how plants can adapt to and protect themselves from these conditions, including studying protective mechanisms against UV radiation. Mars's seasonal changes and temperature fluctuations can affect plant growth cycles and reproductive capabilities. Research is investigating how temperature variations between day and night influence plant metabolism. Understanding how plants can adapt to these variable conditions and continue to grow is crucial in space research. The levels of carbon dioxide in Mars' atmosphere are important for plants to conduct photosynthesis. Additionally, the availability of other essential nutrients for plant growth on the Martian surface needs to be investigated. All these factors are critical in evaluating the sustainability of plant life on Mars. Understanding these criteria could play a pivotal role in humanity's efforts to enable sustainable life in space. If you found this topic interesting, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. This way, you can stay updated on the latest information about whether there is life on Mars, other space discoveries, and updates on future space missions instantly. As we continue to unravel the infinite mysteries of space together, we look forward to sharing our passion for science and exploration. See you in our next video.